Okay. I apologize, audience. We're having technical difficulties, so you're gonna have to give me a second. I'm not giving up this time. Okay. Hey guys.
That was great.
It's been nearly 6 months, and we're still having scuff.
Yep.
We will have scuff for the rest of our lives while we do this.
Pretty much.
Probably look
at
at
this
streaming
point.
stuff.
Huh?
Probably look into a new streaming stuff for.
Maybe.
Sadly,
it's just-
Streamlabs is the best, from what I've heard.
I have tried out at least 2 others, and he's kind of right. I have had the most success with Streamlabs. The thing is, like, it could be Streamlabs, but it also could be like just Spectrum or both. I don't know.
Well, you said everything froze and Streamlabs was not responsive, right?
To a point. Like, I could still open up folders and I could still open and close like tabs, but I couldn't actually do anything with the actual system. So.
Oh my god, Noka's such a good boy.
What?
This is my great niece, Ragnar.
Aww.
Oh, doggy.
Cute.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
He is a good boy.
Let's try this again.
That's a big dog.
That's such a dog. What?
That,
You know about
is that Great Dane?
Yeah, he's a European Great Dane, so he's like mixed with Mastiff. So he gets this floppy extra skin.
I wonder if the Danes that predated him were good enough Danes.
Norna
Or they
Pan.
could...
You mean like Alexander the Pretty all right?
Yeah.
Norna.
Alright, guys.
Are we back?
Yes, we're back. So, in case any of that was lost, because I don't know how much you got, Grapeshot, Hayden, did you hear any of my description for Lenore? Or Linor?
What, being the halfling shenanigans? Yes, I heard that.
Okay, you heard all the stats?
Yeah, I did find his paperwork. I did go through it for a little bit.
Okay. Now then, with that out of the way, what is your next step, my group, or Lenore? What are you gonna do?
I am going to search the general area, kind of like rubbing dust off everything, making sure there's not a rune here that causes fear, because that would probably be the first thing.
Roll investigation.
That's a D20, right?
Yep. D20, and you have a +2 to that.
Donde está mi D20? That's my favorite D20. My favorite one? No. That's my favorite one. I roll 4.
Is it a 4?
I see the 4.
That's a great start.
No, you're not. You're not seeing anything.
Is investigation low or high?
High.
Okay.
So the way that I'm gonna try and make it so that it's easy to understand from this point forward, D100s are low, D20s are high. That's essentially what I'm gonna be shooting for.
Bet. Good system. Agreeable.
Yeah, that's
What was the low again? You said?
D100s.
Oh.
Which means I'm probably gonna have to change charisma because that's a percentage and it goes high.
So why was looking for footprints considered tracking and not investigation?
Because that's what the tracking specifically was. If you want, you could do investigation. Actually, I didn't think about that at the time.
I mean, but it like I don't know. I wasn't specifically tracking somebody or something. I was just wanting to see if there were footprints I could see, but it's fine.
You can re-roll if you want. If you want to do that.
I mean, as it's been pointed out, it's a stone floor, so I probably won't be able to see anything anyway.
Everybody spread out and search for clues.
Uh,
I'll go with Daphne to the bed.
Good lord.
Well, geez, Scoob.
All right, so Lorsan, Bernard, and Lenore are all investigating the room, while Ala and Dottie move through the open passageway to the next area. So you guys walk into what looks to be a 10-foot wide by 35-foot long passage. And mind you, there is a kind of gap in the doorway that you pass through, indicating that there is a portcullis mechanism there.
What?
Portcullis. You know what that is?
No.
No.
Basically,
Yeah.
a door that
Big metal
goes
gate.
vertically.
Gotcha.
Has a big metal gate.
It can be a gate, but the portcullis can also be just a door that goes up and down instead of left to right.
So we're definitely have to bar that so it doesn't drop on us. So we need something to like a stick,
finish-
piece of something in here.
So on either side of the walls are 3 layers of stone, with each layer containing a row of coffins and corpses placed in. At
Dang.
the end of the passageway, you can see there is a wooden door.
If it makes you feel better, it's only a portcullis so long as it's on the left. On the right, it's a starcullis.
I'm
Go inside.
That checks out.
I'll say I'm in the room with y'all guys. I'll check. Wow, this place.
So where's the light
Did he
coming
hear-
from? Is there torches lit, or is it like
No,
light from outside?
nothing's lit. You would have to have you guys would be having light on your person or looking with whatever special vision you have. Which I'm realizing now that Tom's been switched out with a pale elf, you literally have no human in your party.
Pretty
Yeah!
much.
Bernard's with us, right?
Say that again.
What?
I lied. I didn't hear you.
Oh, dang.
So what are you guys doing?
I was going to see if Bernard could check for traps.
Yes, I'll do that.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Here's your special die.
That's
Roll with your
16.
special dice.
Let me switch. There we go. That's better. That's way better.
One dice.
Don't mind
68.
me like diving off the
68?
screen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. While you're searching, Lorsan and Lenore, what are you guys doing?
Good question.
We need to put something to protect that. What's it called? Epitrope or whatever to fall on.
Portcullis.
Yeah. So something where if it fell down, it would be at least not lock us in there, right?
Why don't
Yeah.
you just take one of the coffins and just prop it up there so the door doesn't fall?
Yeah, this man's a thinker.
Yep, that sounds like a good idea.
As I hear these
Please
words
don't,
from our new
please don't disturb the dead.
Wait. Dottie, what were you saying?
Oh, I was going to take a look around for the room to see anything sturdy.
Okay. I think Grimshaw was talking about the coffins in the preparation room.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Oh, you were talking about the coffins that were in the rows?
Just in general, don't use the coffins because they probably house the dead in them anyway, and that is very not
Oh,
good manners.
Well, like
Probably.
the reason that's why I specified that you were talking about, the ones in the preparation room, because there's nothing in those coffins. They're empty coffins.
I think
I would
Dot
not
will
specify at the time.
just
There
take
was
her
a
shield
stone.
and put it in the threshold of the door.
You're taking what?
Her shield.
Oh, you're taking your shield. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
aren't you gonna need your shield?
You don't need that, Daddy.
We'll get it later.
Okay.
I love the idea of Dottie taking her shield
Oh, oh.
and
You
putting
call
that
it-
there.
You too.
Can't even reach the top of the freaking. She just kind of like lays it on the side of it. It's like, at least we got a gap.
And legend has it, only one person
It-
named. Her name was Dottie.
No, see the problem. The portcullis is going to come down, and it's going to be a metal style portcullis. It's not going to be a wooden one, so it's going to come down right around the shield.
Mhm.
Even if it did land on the shield directly, the shield is basically a wooden shield with metal rim on it.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, it's well made. It's well made.
Yeah.
It was well made.
which means it's entitled to saving throw.
What do you guys think? You guys want to do the shield, or want to do something in the first room to kind of?
Yeah, I'd say
check.
something in the first room.
So in the first
Yeah.
room,
We
we have.
I
definitely
assume it would take-
desecrate the.
Everyone's
Several
talking at
minutes.
once. We need a one-by-one person thing.
Don't mind me.
Lorsan, what were you saying?
I just saying that I assume it would take like a group effort to move one of these coffins.
Maybe Lorsan and Lionor are doing that while Bernard's looking for traps.
Yeah.
And about my rippling abs and muscles.
Yeah, we got Abs McAbbington here. Why are we asking me for help?
Yeah,
That's true. All right.
the Dottie builder.
So this is gonna be interesting. So this happens as you're putting the what are you using to prop it up? Are you using a shield or are you using a coffin? Like, what are you using?
Well, right now we're taking a gander to see what we'll prop.
What?
I think
Why are
we're
we doing propaganda?
Hey
I think
Pam.
Lorsan had a
no,
good
Pam.
idea. Us
Dottie.
coming together and bringing the coffin.
We're still seeing if there was anything in the first room that we could utilize to work as a fixture.
You see some
Prior
stone
to-
tables. You see the coffins. You see jars and shells, and that's basically it.
Great. I want to take one of those stone tables and see if I can yoink-a-doink it over.
So you're gonna go over to the solid stone table and try to flip it essentially.
Yeah. Just gonna spin her hands and
Roll a
just
strength check.
pull.
Well, she does have 18 strength, right, Daddy?
She has 18 strength, but A, she's still very small, which means leverage is not on her side, and B, it is a large, solid stone table.
That is a 9.
You are not budging that. Like, so you're budging it, but you're not moving.
Can I roll to assist?
Yes, you can roll to assist.
So. Oh, I have an idea.
That was an 18.
Okay, so miraculously, with Dottie's strength and Lorsan's leverage, you're able to move the table. Are you flipping it or just moving it over to the area?
I can imagine that much like as we are moving furniture, we are arguing over the logistics of which direction faces this thing when we're trying to get it into the doorway, and finally we settle on a vertical.
Like,
They
no, it's supposed to
Lorsan,
go this
are
way.
you-
figure out how to set it up in a way that it gets perfectly stuck in the door.
Lorsan,
Yeah.
is your character going to be arguing with Dottie, or are you going to try and plan this beforehand?
Well, if Dottie
mean, there
is
was
gonna be bossing him around, then maybe he would be a bit bickering with her a little bit.
Okay. I need you both to roll me a dex check.
Do it.
How is that a 9 again? I'm gonna do a different die.
That is a.
Because you're in Germany.
It's a 14.
Okay, that one's also a 9.
So, amidst your bickering, trying to lift this very, very heavy object and trying to get it in, you end up slipping and it falls and cracks.
Oh.
Neither of you are injured, but the table is cracked now.
Oh, great. This table's on
Well, I'm
crack.
pretty sure we can still use both halves, right?
Yeah, there's still,
Yeah.
still a scoop.
Wait, the table is
Underneath.
cracked. Everybody, get me a credit card.
Oh, Lord.
Uh,
While this is happening, mind you.
We can do the
While,
one thing.
So, okay, hold on, let me roll something real quick. Okay.
While this is happening behind everyone else.
Are you guys ready?
Okay.
Bernard, as he's searching for the runes, as he's not runes, as he's searching for traps, steps over the central area, and boom, the gate comes down. Now listen carefully, because not only does the gate come down on your end at a very faster rate than you would expect it to, there's a gate that also falls over the wooden door on the opposite side as well.
Oh.
Over the wooden door.
Uh-oh.
So to clarify,
Who's
right
fu-
now, Bernard and Lorsan, and I believe Allah are on the trap side of the gate, and then Lenore and Dottie are on the entrance side.
Do spikes come out of the walls and the walls start slowly closing in on them?
No, what you start seeing, you just start seeing undead start moving out of the tombs,
Dang
the
it.
coffins.
Can I
Perfect.
summon that familiar?
Your familiars there; they were just invisible.
Okay. Shield wall, Dottie.
Dottie's
All
not
right.
on your. Dottie's on the opposite
Dottie's
side
not
of the
on your
gate.
side.
Dang it.
All right.
Okay. So I
But the-
triggered looking for traps. I triggered a trap. Doggone it.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Narrate.
but I'll say this: your character has no idea what triggered or how it happened or anything like that.
Dang.
So other than the two doors on the opposite sides getting closed in, and then we have undead coming up. That's all we see right at this moment.
Yep. Specifically, you
How
see
many
four
undead?
zombies. Specifically, you see 4 zombies and 4 skeletons coming out. And to give an idea, Allah and Lorsan are up against the gate, which means that there are about 2 zombies and 2 skeletons between you guys and Bernard, and then 2 zombies and 2 skeletons on the opposite side of Bernard. So Bernard, you're ambushed. Roll initiative. D10.
Initiative is a D10. I got a 1.
I got a 7.
I'm gonna sit down and make pretty rocks.
I got a 9.
There we go.
I got 2.
Harry S. Lorzan.
Alright, so Lorsan, the skeletons, then Bernard, then Allah, and then the zombies.
Okay.
Or, in other words, your team goes first and then they go next.
Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Feels like we need that
Combat
old
music.
2000 song "Zombie Nation" going on right now.
In your head?
There we go.
Oh yeah, no.
Question.
Well, no, we need it out loud, but
In your head.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Has it been enough amount of time where Lurson's brass knuckles have been coated with silver or not?
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
In one of the previous sessions, Lorsan gave his brass knuckles to a blacksmith so he could coat it with silver.
Okay.
Has he gotten those back yet?
We'll say you have them, although we'll also say I do not believe those would be like the silver would be needed in any of the monsters in this current session. So it doesn't matter either way.
I thought silver was good against undead.
Silver allows you to physically attack certain undead that can't be affected by anything but magical items or silver or whatever. So
Okay.
think whites and ghosts and that kind of stuff. These are just zombies and
Okay.
skeletons.
Gotcha.
the incorporeal types.
Yeah. If you're talking about a weapon a material that would allow you to gain bonuses against any undead, those things would be things like either magical weapons or cold iron.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to draw my falchion sword,
All right.
and I'm going to dash the zombies.
All right.
I'm gonna try and slice their head off.
Roll to hit.
It's a 7.
7.
Yep.
Let's see here. Monks. Oh, that's one. Monks. There we go. You are level 5. Sorry, level 6. Oh, sorry. Level 3 and 3. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Fortunately, that misses just barely.
Alright, that's fine. You dodge out of the way.
I would say more like he kind of like shambled out of the way, not realizing you were behind him at all. As he heads over to Bernard.
Not Barnard.
Is there anything else you want to do while you're there, Tia?
How many actions can I make?
As your attacks per round, just a reminder, do not count as your actions. You get every action as a reminder for everyone. Every round consists of 10 segments. Each segment you can do different things. Certain actions can be instant, which is 2 seconds out of the 6-second segments, or you can do a full action, which is the full segment. So you can do things such as attempting to trip up an enemy, grapple, try and knock something over, grab something, try to use it, outmaneuver someone, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Do not limit yourself based on like, okay, I'm going to use attack, and I'm going to make a movement, and then I'm going to end my turn. No, don't. There's so much there's so much you guys can do.
Look, go up to him, grab his head, and commit to the stone cold stunner.
I approve this message.
Who's next?
If Lorthan's not doing anything, then who wants to go next?
Oh, sorry, that was a reference to Goldberg. That wasn't the thing. Who's next? I'm sorry.
But I thought who you said what were we in order for? I know
Your
Lorsan?
team and then their team.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I do something?
Yes.
Okay. Now you said they're coming at me, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so what's around the room? Anything? Any kind of tools or anything? Or just
You're amidst a rows of coffins.
rows of coffins? I will. I will go invisible.
You're gonna cast invisibility.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good
All right,
choice.
what's the casting time for that? Just so I get an idea.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Spell manual.
Bernard Bilbo's himself out of there.
Right.
I know what I'm doing for my turn.
Come on. Here, let's sure,
What's your highest tier right now?
Me?
What's your highest?
Are you,
Yeah. What's your highest tier spell right now?
highest tier spell? I did like I said. Right now, I have invisibility.
No.
Well-
I'm not asking about spells. I'm asking what's your highest tier spell your character can cast at your current level.
Oh, at my current level? Let me make this here. And
Wait, 6, it should be.
I think it's level 2.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check.
Yeah.
In that case, it takes you 2 segments to cast the spell. So they're just on you by the time the spell is cast.
Okay. And so can I? So do I have time to move out of the way?
Yes.
Okay.
You're a very small man who just went invisible. Yes, you have time to get out of the way. So while he's casting his spell, Allah, what did you want to do?
So the coffins to the left and the right, are they stone or are they wood?
Wood.
Is there any stone tables in the room?
Nope. It is just a hallway with lines of coffins on either side.
And the zombies and skeletons, they were focused on going after the Bernard.
They were. Now they're starting to turn around looking for other things to attack. Like Lorsan and Allah. Or Allah.
In the room, was there anything big in stone?
No.
So just wood, and more wood.
Dang. All right. So I'll look back at Dottie, cast strength on her, and tell her, like, hey, we need you in here now.
There is no I in team.
Oh,
There is,
snap.
however, 7 eyes, and I don't care how big the room is. I cast Fireball.
Look, even if we exclude the fact that everyone would probably be incinerated from that, the fact that it has a lot of concussive force will force me to roll a saving throw for the structure itself to see if it collapses.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And
If that
That's called
happens,
sarcasm.
everyone dies. And that's the end of the session.
Wait, rocks fall, everyone dies.
Except it's not my fault, it's yours this time. Alright, let's
But
see here.
if the side note, if my I can't cast Fireball if I already have my elemental out, right?
What?
Or, sorry, my familiar. Familiar will take up all my tier 3s.
No. Once you have your familiar, that's it. You don't have to resummon them over and over and over again. It's a permanent
Okay.
addition, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so alright, Dottie, I'm gonna need you to make me a system shock check.
Okay. What am I rolling?
D100. You need a 90 or lower.
Okay. See, that is that, and I need this. Okay. I need a 90 or lower.
Yep.
She rolls a 91.
All right, that is 30.
There we go.
Okay, cool. So, Dottie, you have a temporary 21 Strength.
Wow.
Hey.
Dottie smash.
You have transgressed upon the domain of God.
Not really. So, like, 21 to 25 is the threshold of superhuman. 26 to 30 would be demi-human. It would be demigod.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
either way, she's really strong. Doesn't matter.
I'm just setting the lore implications. That's all, Tia. Calm
So
down.
you said demigod is what?
26
She's-
to 30 is demigod. She is superhuman now. Just surpass the limitations of mortal flesh.
I have a question.
Yes.
In order to only way to become superhuman strong is either with a wish spell or a boosting spell, right?
I can barely hear you, dude.
Only way to become superhumanly strong or something like that is a wish spell or a boosting spell.
Yeah, only magic can make you superhuman. That is not not something you can do normally.
Okay, cool.
So, and that's the case for all ability scores. You can bring your ability score naturally up to 20, but in order to change it permanently or temporarily, you have to use magic or something of that nature. Now then. Dottie, I'm assuming you're going to try and open the gate.
Yes, I'm going to make like Frau from Austin Powers and open the gate.
Roll another D100.
While this is happening, I'm gonna draw some pretty runes on some rocks.
Okay, which runes are you choosing?
On one rune, I am literally just going to write 2 prime runes, enlarge and fire.
I rolled 101.
Oh
Okay,
no!
well, really quick. So, which runes again?
Enlarge and fire.
Trying to find enlarge.
Ugh.
Which
Wait.
tier is that? Not the fire, the
What was it?
enlarge.
Well, I believe it should be tier 2. I think we agreed that it was tier 2.
I see degrade, hearing, enchanting, growth rune. There we go. All right. And which greater rune are you using for fire, or just using straight fire?
Oh, I'm just using straight fire.
I think
am
I know what
turning
you're
this rune-
doing. I think I know what you're trying to. I think I know what you're going for. You're basically wanting to light the stone on fire and throw it to make it bigger, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's actually smart. All right, so Dottie, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 1 and a 00.
That's one.
Okay, so guys, not only so Dottie, you basically got a critical hit with a D100.
Oh,
Yeah. So you guys watch as she kind of like lifts it up, puts it like this, and then boom, throws it up so hard, so fast, it breaks the mechanism, and the gate gets stuck up at the top.
Oh, okay.
Dottie smash.
it just looked like I'm on wide rage the whole time.
Right.
Ala, what are you doing?
I will show the 4 skeleton.
Didn't he just cast a spell?
No, he didn't cast a spell.
Yeah,
Bernard
he
did.
did. He cast strength on Dottie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, so Grimshaw. Sorry. Lynor. I have to remember that. Lynor. Your character, because it takes time to carve in runes, the idea is you can decide what runes you want on your rune stones at any point you want. We're just assuming that they're already on the stones.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So no need to carve those out because it takes time for your character to carve those out. That's why proficiency checks are really great at speeding that process along. Anyways.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that enlarged fireball stone, place it firmly in Dottie's hand, and go, throw this and think happy thoughts.
Throw this and think happy thoughts.
And while he's saying that, he's essentially like tracing the runes with his blood because that's how you activate the runes of power.
While he tells that to me, Dottie is going to turn to the adversaries that are harming her friends and go happy kid mud puddle.
And throws a stone.
And starts chucking stones.
Well, a stone. He has a stone on him right now.
So she cast the first stone.
Right.
She is without sin.
Let me check something real quick because I just want to make sure.
I got that. That was nice.
Thank God somebody got that. Thank God somebody caught that.
Okay, yeah. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, I know.
No, you don't understand.
Yes, I do. I know exactly what I'm doing with this stone.
That's not what I was referring to.
Mine are overstands because he's really tall.
Okay, so what'd you roll for your to hit roll, Dottie?
I was not told to roll yet.
I said
Roll
roll
to
to hit.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling to
D20.
hit.
Okay. Roll the punch. Oh, actually,
Too tall. Too tall, say stone.
that would be 12. What is their stat for that? Is that strength or?
No, it's dexterity. So it
Dex.
goes from a 12 to an 11, which is exactly what you needed to hit.
Yay!
Actually, no, you're a paladin, so it's actually easier. But no, it's the same. Yeah, no, never mind. I was wrong. So let's see here. Okay, so I want you to roll me, Dottie, a d6 plus 3.
Four.
So
I rolled a
4
1.
plus 3? Oh, okay, gotcha.
1 plus.
Alright, cool. So, we pull it up. We finally dealt one of them damage, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Alright, so here's the fun bit. So the stone strikes the one of the weaker zombies, breaking its skull in essentially. But you also see the fire having done a lot more damage than it should have done as it falls to the ground, and the stone is still enlarged and burning. The stone will be burning for 1 day, and the stone will remain enlarged for, I believe,
Like a week.
I believe it'll be burning. I believe it'll be remaining that way for almost an hour.
Okay.
How big is the stone now? Like, how much did it throw?
Well, originally it was about this size, and the rune that he's using enlarges it to, once I find it, at the greater power it was, increases it by 50%. So it went from this size to about this size.
Oh,
It's about this size rock.
Oh.
Okay, so like a baseball.
He basically threw a flaming cannonball by throwing a pebble at something.
That is what we call a fireball.
Lorsan,
Yep.
this is not a baseball. This would be a baseball. This is like,
Softball.
it's a little bigger
It's
than a softball,
basically-
actually.
Great.
Volleyball.
No, way too small, way too big. Anyways, that's the idea. So you have that
Okay,
rolling
also
around
only
the ground.
Also, why was that only a +3 for Bun. What happened to her strength for that?
Range strength is so when you're throwing something for strength, you use half the strength bonus, or you have the
Okay.
damage bonus. So she
Okay.
would, if she was doing it melee, she would have been dealing +7.
Oh.
Yeah, but then her hand would have caught on fire.
She has a gloved hand, but yeah.
And fire is fire.
I like fire.
So contrary
I
to
do
contrary to all the anime and all that kind of stuff, most things that are burning on fire do not automatically catch other stuff on fire. It takes time for it to actually kindle and burn and catch onto it, especially when it's been designed and prepared to not burn. So, yeah. Anyways. If she was to use it like a melee weapon, I would say it would probably take 5 segments before I rolled a saving throw for her gloves. For her leather armor, for her leather gloves, because she is wearing she's wearing what specifically? Forget. Dottie, I forget. Is she wearing plate armor, plate mail, or is she wearing field plate? I think it's
I
field plate.
believe. Yeah, I believe we settled on field play because she's not a very
No, plate mail. There we go. But yeah, your character probably... Yeah, you have gloves, so you're good. Anyways. Like I said, audience, we're going to take our time with this and just go over all the details of everything. But yeah. So how are we going to handle the rest of this?
First stone has been cast.
Alright, so let's see here.
I believe it's the enemy's turn, right?
Yes. Oh, I didn't give that to him. Okay. Let's see here.
And Dottie is gone. We lost the Dottie. The Dot is back. Huzzah!
Sorry, I'm just looking through the old character sheet.
My car's about to make clicky noises.
Okay.
Ooh!
So
Ow. Okay. So,
What is owl?
let's see here. Tia.
Yep.
Lorsan receives 5 points of damage as a zombie comes up from behind him and gives a nice bite.
did you say bite?
Bite, yes.
Rude.
Oh no.
No, not that
We're
kind
gonna
of
have to
bite.
put
Not
we're gonna
that
have to
kind of
put Lorsan down. We're gonna have to put Lorsan down. He's been bit.
bite.
The
Allah,
infection was.
you are not as lucky. Oh, you're definitely not as lucky. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. What's your HP?
Someone's about to die. Do 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 do.
Yeah. Okay, so my friend, you receive 6 points of damage to your leg as an arrow gets shot there from one of the skeletons.
What is skeleton as an arrow?
Oh, to the knee.
2 skeletons have arrows. 2 skeletons have a sword and shield.
He can no longer be an adventurer. He has to go be a town guard in Skyrim now.
So because you have half damage to your leg, you're going to be, your movement is heavily crippled, so you're moving at half speed from now on.
It's a good thing we need cannon fodder.
Alright, so, your guys' turn again.
This
Alright.
is why I'm not allowed to say things.
Can I take that flaming stone and just kick it like a soccer ball at one of the skeletons? Or I guess the skeleton that shot
Roll to hit.
Hayden's character? That's a 10.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Darn it.
Is that a 10 plus your modifier for Dex?
Did you apply your bonus to hit?
I add Dex to hitting?
Because you kicked it, you used it as a projectile. That makes
Yeah,
it Dex.
exactly.
So you use your Dex modifier.
So that would be 13.
Plus 4. So, what's the total?
Well, if it's plus 4, that'd be 14.
Which?
Your AC is... Still getting used to the new system, so you're going to have to bear with me. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Let's see here. Okay, so roll d6 plus 1.
Uh, 4 plus 1, so 5.
All right. Yeah, you completely blow up one of the heads.
Ah, nice.
We're just all gonna use that rock to kill all of the zombies here.
Yes.
Potato.
We're just gonna hot potato it between the 5 of us the entire time.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. I'll do it.
I feel like Bernard's kind of like... I feel like Bernard's ducking his head as this rock is just going back and forth over his head.
Like that one scene in Demon Slayer where they're kicking the ball back and forth the entire time.
Well, remember, if Bernard attacks if Bernard attacks, the invisibility will fall. But if he just passes the rock back to people, that won't cause his invisibility to go back.
Okay.
I thought that'd be considered an action, and taking an action in invisibility also depletes it. Or is that in a different series?
That's a different thing. It's only when you're attacking another creature that removes invisibility.
Okay. So.
But all the other creatures right now are technically engaged with other people now, meaning that he could theoretically still attack with it and be fine.
True, but my point is, if he doesn't want to lose invisibility and instead try and keep it as long as possible as he scouts out the rest of the dungeon, he could just act as the person to send the rock back, so that if you guys miss or if you're attacking a long range target, he can just send it back and you guys can just keep reusing it over and over and over again.
Okay.
Never agreed to court an undead. How am I engaged right now?
Pam, I keep saying Pam. Dottie,
Hello.
don't make me use the Master Sword, okay?
We're just to clarify for my mental head, Mau. We're in the hallway or we're in the room.
Since you opened up the gate, you can be in either room you want now.
Okay, where are the adversaries?
In the hallway.
They're in the hallway. Okay, what is the width of this hallway?
10 foot wide.
Okay, and my shield is that was a kite?
I believe so.
You said 10 feet?
10 foot
To the
wide.
hall-
10 foot wide hallway, yes.
That is a big hallway.
Not really that big of a hallway. I mean, considering that this is also lined with zombie corpses.
I'm just saying, I'm used to like me.
Look, I get it. In America, we make teeny tiny hallways, but back in the day, they actually made hallways for like siege machines to go down.
Yeah. I wanna
Do you
be
want to find that?
a ring ram.
Are you gonna ram them?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
This is what we call a charge, by the way.
That is a 16 plus the modifier.
Okay. Here's my question. Are you charging with your shield in front or your sword in front?
I am become one with spear.
So
I am Perri.
Oh, you're using the spear!
Yes.
Nice.
We Dottie charges down on the way.
Alright. Roll me one deck. Well, roll me another hit for dex.
Oh God.
Basically, d20 minus 1.
Yeah, that's 1.
I'll let you re-roll it.
That's a 3.
So you guys watch as Dottie, like picks up her spear that she's had on the ground just in case, and just rushes forward and skewers 3 undead.
Nice.
No damage rolls. You just skewer them.
Oh
Not
God.
to make you angry.
pin them to the ground. I have a terrible idea.
You now have 1 zombie and 1 skeleton remaining.
Would you call that a zombie kebab?
Yes.
No. I refuse to.
I refuse to acknowledge anything Bun comes up with that can be remotely pun.
Exactly, yeah. It's the only way to treat it. Moving on.
Uh,
Anyone else want to do something?
okay, so you said I can pass the rock back to somebody. Who's open right now?
Lenore, Allah, Lorsan.
Just call
Right.
me Grimshaw because everyone's gonna get confused when you say Leonor.
Grimshaw. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it back to Grimshaw.
Are you rolling
Wait,
it
hang
or
on.
throwing it?
Rolling it.
Okay. So, Grimshaw, you see the stone just start magically rolling back towards you.
It must have been the wind. I didn't cast returning on this.
I love that song so much.
Wait. How many different jokes can I make? I didn't cast returning on this. What is this? My new pet rock? All right, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna yeet it as hard as I can.
Towards?
2 of the ones that aren't skewered.
So,
I wanna
skeleton or zombie? Your choice.
Zombie, because the nice squish sound would be fun. Never let me play chaotic. I go happy kid mud puddle very quickly. All right, so the number I rolled is a 12. I don't know what my modifier is for dexterity because, again, I have to
+2
switch
to
off.
hit.
All right, so I rolled a 14.
You are a runesmith. Take that. That hits.
With this rock that's just getting yeeted all over the place.
Roll a d6. -1. And then I'll apply the fire damage.
That rock is gonna end up on the cover of the Rolling Stones.
4. It already is on the cover of the Rolling Stones.
All right.
But did it gather any moss?
You killed the last skeleton.
Hey, zombie.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Killed the last zombie.
I thwomped the zombie with a nice squishy gurgle.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll cast magic missile on the last skeleton.
Okay, you've already cast one spell. Do you want to cast another one? Because this is only the second room you guys are in the dungeon.
Oh yeah, no. I do not want to. I'm gonna smack it with my rapier.
All right. Roll to hit.
Which one would I use?
D20.
12.
That'll hit. What's your damage?
Shit. I logged off of Discord. So I have my character sheet.
My boy here is trying to take a pokey stick and stab a skeleton.
Skeleton that has 1
Smack
point of
it.
HP.
Like even that does even less damage.
Well, I mean, he could.
Hala,
like,
what did
slice
you,
off an arm or a
what'd you
leg or
get?
something.
Hey, Grim,
Allah.
Eh,
do you know what a goblin's favorite drink is?
these.
I'm looking at my character sheet now.
Imp ale.
I thought that was a
You're good.
demon's favorite drink.
For thrusting, you're going to be rolling 2d4 plus 4. What? No. Oh, yeah. 2d4 plus 4.
Okay. I got 2, so that's 8.
All right, cool. So, Grimshaw, yeah, with 8 points of damage, he's going to get rid of a 1 HP skeleton.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sitting here laughing to myself. I'm like, he's gonna stab a skeleton, and it's gonna slide right through his ribs. He's gonna be like, "Well, you what, mate?"
Right in the
No.
funny bone.
There is nothing funny about the funny bone. You take that back. There is nothing funny or bone about the funny bone.
Congratulations, you guys defeated the undead.
Yeah.
As more start to move in the coffins now.
No.
Wait, what?
As what starts to do what?
More undead start to move from the coffins.
Of course.
I look back to the party and I say, Zoinks gang, we should go.
This is in the same room?
This is
Yes.
the same corridor, which is weird because spells usually don't act like that. So if it's not a spell, it could be.
Oh, I already knew. I didn't have to think about it. I already knew.
This is essentially the prompt to try and look for runes in the rune.
Oh, I know. I'm already on it. Give sec. I roll 15 for
You roll-
investigation for runeage.
Is that with the bonus?
That is with the bonus.
With the bonus, okay. So you actually manage to find it. Dead center in the room where Bernard was. You don't see anything, but you feel the runes. So what that tells you is essentially that the runes are hidden by invisibility runes.
Dang.
You just had to touch something now, didn't you?
Hey, look, I'm I'm looking.
I'm not even pointing at you. I'm pointing at Allah or whatever his name is. I don't see you, Bernard. You're still invisible.
Alright, so you know where the runes are now.
I am going to try to erase the runes. Just scribble all over said rocks in that general vicinity.
Well, scribbling won't do anything. You have to crack the rock where the rune's on.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm gonna. I say scribble. I'm doing it with a knife.
So you're
Trying
grabbing
to
a
break
knife and
The
putting
dagger
that
I have.
and trying to
Knife.
use that against solid stone.
Yes, you can scrape through stone with a knife. It's possible. It's typically how rune crafting originally worked.
Okay.
What
Can I suggest another possibility?
Well, we don't have Grimshaw here to actually smack it with a hammer. So what's up?
Get the Dottie, who has 21 strength right now, to pick up a large, heavy object and then smash it against the runes.
I mean, theoretically, yes, but that would require me to be. But we don't know exactly where the runes are, and she could be smashing for a while more undead come to life.
You know where the runes are. You feel them. You feel them. You know where they are. You just can't see them.
Fair. Dottie, smack.
As much as I would love to do an epic mud puddle, we do also have like flaming rock to like melt the stone.
That flame is not nearly strong enough to do something like that. The only reason it was able to affect the undead the way it did is because the rune of fire, part of its essence is purity, which burns undead greater.
Okay, then I'm gonna take a piece of that broken table because moving day is not over, and slip down onto the thingy doodle to doodly bop the thing.
Mac! Roll a save and throw for it. It failed the save and throw. There's a crack. All the undead immediately stop moving.
That's
As you
a
now
7.
see.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You didn't have to roll. Like you have 21 strength. I just had to roll a saving throw for the freaking stone. Oh lord. So essentially, what you're looking at, Grimshaw, is invisibility, chain, constancy, chain, undeath, charges, radius, timer 1 minute, repeat. Yeah, that's essentially the runic line you just saw that you guys just broke.
Grimshaw, you hear in your ear. What are those things?
Nothing you need to worry your head about.
Now, speaking of heads, knowing how, or kind of like understanding how the undeath rune works, you look around at the undead that were moving around, and you can actually see the rune on their foreheads, which is the trigger to conjure, to like animate the undead with using this rune.
Oh, lovely.
So,
Which is fine.
yeah. Well, at the same time, this is a heads up to the rest of the party. If there are any creatures like these undead that are affected by these runes, or if there's any runes in effect at any point, if you break the rune, whether on a creature or an object, all the powers of the rune vanishes completely.
Okay, so zombie. So if we see
If you're able to
zombie,
strike the rune on their forehead, or damage it, or in any way, automatic death.
Okay, cool.
What does the rune look like?
I'm not going to answer that because there's too many variants.
Okay,
It
so
looks like this.
can we see it, the rune? Or...
Yes, we can.
Yeah, you can see the runes now. Just a reminder, there are runes for every language. That's why I say there's too many variants. I would love at
Daddy,
some
are you
point to
free?
have someone who is a master font writer and script and like something like that to sit down with them and come up with an appearance for all the different rune sets. But that's not happening for a very long time, so we're not going to worry about that. Alright, that's the end of the first room.
It only took us a half an hour, actually almost an hour and a half to get through the
Yeah.
first room.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what time are we gonna stop for break?
Yeah, we can take a quick break here.
Huzzah! Time to go get
See
a
you guys
drink.
in about 15 minutes, everyone.
Okay.
I'll be
2
back.
minutes?
Sörjen fallen vän och slå hans baneman i tränejärn beredd för strid. Ljudet hon mörker lägger sig. En ålder börjar här av krig och kamp, av svärd och blod. Ljudet dår. Vintrar följs för vargar tjut. Fränder vänder rygg. Det råder svält i människoborg. Ljudet hon. Marken häver sig. Den skakar, lider ont. I alla riken skälver den. Så ljudet hon. Ljud av
as he sank beneath the tide. Those blood-soaked shores of Kalimdor, where sailors fought and died. The Admiral fell at Perri-palm because she left his side. Why this, oh daughter of the sea? Why this, did you forget your seas and days? Always the pride of a nation's eyes. How could she go astray when she did flee across the ocean deep? The Admiral followed west. What else but sail to save a daughter's life and pray she's still to blame? But there he found upon those distant shores enemies upon the rise. But when he faced the savage foes, his daughter stood aside and buried deep beneath the waves, betrayed by family, to his nation with his last breath cried, "Beware the daughter of the sea." I heard across the moonlit sea the old voice warning me, beware, beware, the daughter of the sea, beware, beware of me.
Hoist the colors, let them fly. Let the cannons rip the sky. Raise your cutlass, lift a glass. Fight the current till we die. Fortune's flame will never dim. Treasure stokes the fire within. Bring on hell or waters high. We will sail against the tide. Bring on hell or waters high. We will sail against the tide. There's a chill on the water as the trail's getting hotter. There's no taming the fire. It's the burn that we crave. The storms keep a-coming. Let it rain, don't mean nothing. Through the peril we're drumming as we shout the refrain. Hoist the colors, let them fly. Let the cannons rip the sky. Raise your cutlass, lift a glass. Fight the current till we die. Fortune's flame will never dim. Treasure stokes the fire within. Bring on hell or waters high. We will sail against the tide. Bring on hell or waters high. We will sail against the tide. Hail the kings of the ocean, the sons of the broken. Every crew cries devotion when the wind screams our name. Bow down on the water, save your skin, make an offer. Pay your due to the coffer as we cut through the seas like a hurricane. Raise your cutlass, lift a glass. Fight the current till we die. Fortune's flame will never dim. Treasure stokes the fire within. Bring on hell or waters high. We will sail against the tide.
fast.
Morning,
Yeah, but then
everyone.
you're like, good evening.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. Try to get everything. Try to get this dungeon completed as fast as we can.
Look, if it
So-
takes multiple sessions to get through, it takes multiple sessions to get through.
Yep. But I'm done at
We are-
9. That's my limit.
We are getting back into the swing of things.
I know, but
It's-
even still, like. All right, so moving on to the next room. Oh wait, yeah. Moving on to the next room. You are now entering a room that is circular domed room that is 25 feet by 25 feet in size. It has 3 protruding segments to the north, east, and south sides, each containing an engraved and reinforced stone door. Above the north door, there is a semi-faded painting of a black dragon. Above the south door, there is a semi-faded painting of a white dragon. On the west, there is blue, and on the east, there's green. The one you came from is blue. In the center of the room is a circular table of about 5 feet diameter, stone. Along the edges of the table are different tiles, as well as 4 dragons, each corresponding with a different, what do you call it? Doors. There are 8 phrase tiles, and there are 4 breath tiles that you have to associate with the dragons in order to solve this puzzle.
Puzzle.
You said 8 breath tiles?
No, I said 8 phrase tiles, and then 4 breath tiles.
Oh, 4 breath tiles, okay.
4 butt dials. You can't see my face. There is a face of disdain here.
Can I do a Oh, never mind. That'd probably be useless in this circumstance. Never
Why?
mind. Huh? Oh, I was going to say religion check.
Roll a gen check.
Roll
Religion.
religion.
Yeah, we're gonna roll a gin check. We're gonna see how much gin is in the room. Gin check. Grimshaw's not here. There's not much alcohol abuse.
Sad.
All right.
I'm
So here-
trying to be sure.
Here are the phrases. Ready?
Yeah.
That's all
So,
it'll be.
Corrosive and cruel, chaotic in its evil.
Black dragon.
Toxic heart and sky's tormentor.
That'd be white.
You want me to pause between each phrase, or
No, just keep
I
going.
think the color of the tiles.
desolate deserts and waster of lands?
Red.
That'd be blue.
No, red.
There's no red.
No?
No,
No.
you just
Well,
have black,
well-
white, blue, and green.
All right,
Oh, blue
keep going.
dragons live in deserts.
I'm gonna go with you on this one.
The swamp dweller and shadow stalker.
Black.
Black.
Yeah, black.
No, that's green.
Forest
No,
stalker
no,
and
like-
nightmare of man.
What was that one?
Forest stalker and nightmare of man.
Green.
Thunderbringer
Swamp
and
was
lightning
green or
caller.
one was black?
That's blue.
That one was blue.
In icy mountains and caves.
That's white.
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 Cold-hearted and isolated.
White.
Me.
All right. So,
Wait, no, that one's all of them.
That was all of them. And the breath tiles you see appear to be a kind of like a splash, a cone, a zagged line, and a cloud.
Gonna associate the jagged line and with the lightning. And move that over to the white dragon.
Blue. Blue dragon's lightning.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you sure? Are you willing to stake my life on it?
Yes, Blue.
Am I willing to stake your life on it? Absolutely. I'm willing to stake your life on a wrong answer. Oops, did I say that out loud?
That would be evil alignment, not neutral, but...
The splash.
Neutral could theoretically do both sides, so yes, it still fits.
Neutral, for neutral, the concept is kind of like making sure you're okay, and then when you're okay, you can help other people out.
Exactly. I'll bet your life on it first.
Other than semantics, we continue solving puzzle.
So the cloud
So
will be
what-
everything white, I'm assuming.
Cloud will be poison.
Yeah, and I think that's green, isn't it? Isn't green the poisonous drug?
Green's typically poison, yes.
Yep.
And
There was the toxic cone and the poison cloud. I believe toxic cone was the black dragon.
yeah,
The poison cloud was the green.
No. So there's a splash, a cone, a zagged line, and then a cloud.
yeah. The splash is the black dragon because they spew acid.
So cone
What?
might be white because the breath attack is in a cone formation.
Cone of cold.
So then the cloud is green.
Yeah.
And the lightning is blue.
Thank you, though.
And what about the phrases?
I mean, we were going through we were saying the answers as we were going through.
Ooh. I can't remember what your answers were, is the problem.
Okay, well, go back through the phrases then.
Yes, because none of us remember the phrases.
One more time.
Okay, y'all. 2 minutes up.
Alright, let's do this one more time. Once again, in random order.
Mhm.
Desolate deserts and waster of lands.
Blue.
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 In icy mountains and caves.
White.
Thunderbringer and lightning caller.
Blue.
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 Cold-hearted and isolated.
All.
White. I mean, yes, all. But technically white.
Corrosive and cruel, chaotic in its evil.
Black.
Black.
Forest stalker and nightmare of man.
Green.
Green. Green.
The swamp dweller and shadow stalker.
Green.
Black.
Black.
I don't know, swamp? Yeah, I think green.
I
think
think
so.
black because
Bernard, you're the
toxic
tiebreaker
and
here.
death and decay. Black.
I think black.
And last one, toxic heart and sky's tormentor.
White.
No.
Green.
You already have 2 for white. There's 2 for each of them.
Oh god.
Oh wait, no, that makes sense because forest dweller is green, swamp dweller would be black, so the last one's green.
All right, you got everything right. So all the doors open up upon pressing the button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yay! We
Looking-
solved a 3rd grade puzzle.
That's
Looking
adorable.
Looking through the doors, The ones to your sides, the black and white ones, they lead into what looks to be a tomb with a sarcophagus and what seems to be like potential treasure. The one with the green door, that one leads down another passageway.
Clearly we're going to loot the sarcophagi. I need another pristine skull for my collection.
Are you going through the black or the white one?
Yes.
Okay, black it is. All right. So the treasure room is a 25 feet long, wide, by 20-foot long room. By that I mean like you're going in the side. It's like this, and you're going up here. The sarcophagus is in the center of the room with a carved image of a black dragon-themed armored knight. The sarcophagus is sealed with no evident way to open it. A plaque has Draconic script written on it. Does anyone speak Draconic?
Wait, I think I do. Wait.
I think I speak every language.
I haven't put points into Lore Sense languages yet, so I'm just gonna say no for right now.
Okay.
Come on, please.
Being the only scribe of the group, I probably at least dabbled in Draconic a few hundred times. It's freaking giant chicken scratch.
Yeah, you have Dracon. You
Alright,
also have their rune language too.
I know. I have all the rune languages.
Alright, so reading the script, you read, "Here lies Karenhold the Falsifier. May his lies sleep with him for eternity." Around the room are shelves and barrels, crates and the like, containing treasures ranging from golden goblets, candle holders and the like, to straight coins. You also notice a large stone statue at the very back of the room.
Oh, I'm stealing the stone statue.
The stone statue reaches the top of the ceiling. That's how big it is.
Did I stutter?
Wait.
I'm saying not even Dottie with their superhuman strength would be able to lift this thing out.
How many runes can I put on it?
It's massive. You can put as many as you can put, like as many rune slots as you have, which is.
I wonder if Taylor's lined that pocket.
You have 4.5 rune slots.
I mean, theoretically, I can shrink it to mini size. I can have its size 4 times and make it carryable.
You can only use one line of runes at a time. And let me look it up real quick.
Shrink.
Think of a spell for that.
Looking for reduction.
My runes last longer, but they're not supposed to be as powerful.
I can't believe I didn't get Dracon.
Yeah, so these kind of runes, they don't really stack, so you'd be able to get it up to, you'd be able to shrink it like 50%, but even then, it would still be very, 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 very heavy and large and bulky and cumbersome.
That is unfortunate that I can't just shrink something 4 times.
In order to place it a second time, you'd have to remove the first set of runes, which just bring it back to normal size. So.
It is unfortunate. Okie dokie. I guess I'm not stealing the statue.
I have a question.
I have answer.
Is it possible to both make it smaller and use gravity on it to make it able to float?
You mean levitation?
Yes.
I mean, theoretically, that would be.
theoretically, but at the same time, it would still be very, very heavy. So even spells levitation wouldn't probably not affect it.
Okay. I got on the other side and we just kind of like arched it a little bit. We like this became like the crux of the session.
Just taking a statue out of the place.
Right?
It's important to discuss the runes, though. That's the whole reason we are here.
We have a new mission, folks. Is to steal the statue.
Yeah.
It's like you just see a bunch of goblins trying to move this statue out of here
Right.
now. They're like,
Is there anything
like,
you guys
we
tried to take,
we
though?
asked you to clear it out. We didn't actually mean clear it out.
Leave the town with the statue and all the goblins there.
You thought you were gonna have to worry about a goblin raid on this place. No, you just hired the goblins to come steal everything.
Anyways, is there anything you guys want to try and take, or anything you want to do?
No, we should probably check the place for traps.
Yeah, me and Grimshaw, Grimshaw, why don't you and I work together and see if we find any rune? I'll look for physical traps. You look for rune traps.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Grimshaw, roll investigation. Bernard, roll.
Excuse me
for
while I
traps.
throw the die in the completely wrong direction. I got a 16 plus whatever investigation I have.
+2.
So I rolled an 18.
Yes, you did. Bernard, what'd you roll?
84.
You rolled an 84?
Yeah.
You do not notice any traps.
Dang it.
Remember, you want to roll low for
Well,
these.
we're all dead.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so Grimshaw, walking around the room, you're looking for different runes, and interestingly enough, you find some on the statue. From what you can read, the statue is meant to become animated the second that something starts coming out of the sarcophagus.
Nah, fam, I'm gonna leave that statue alone. No, you see, the thing is that statue's actually on our side.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a golem to protect the whatever. In the
Yes, you were looking at a runic golem, essentially.
This is a runic golem where this thing is literally programmed to smack whatever is in that coffin back into the coffin. It is the equivalent of the Hulkbuster going, "Go to sleep" to Bruce Banner.
I'm going to draw a mustache on it.
Okay, cool. 1 second. Dottie gets 4 points of damage from the spears that project from the ground as she walks up to this. As she walks up to the sarcophagus.
I'll take one. Wait, to the sarcophagus?
Oh, I thought you were saying you're okay. I thought you were trying to draw a mustache on the sarcophagus. I'm sorry.
No.
What?
On the statue.
Okay,
It
number
needs
1,
one.
someone needs to lift you. Number 2, what are you writing with?
Uppies and chalk.
Who's giving her uppies?
I guess I'll lift her.
No. We're doing this the right way. We're doing three halflings in a trench coat.
That works
Dottie,
too.
give me your chalk. You got to be the base. We're gonna do this together. Come on, Bernard.
Okay.
Three halflings in a trench coat. Let's go.
Yes.
Bernard, roll a dex check.
Okay, little dex check.
He was no man at all. He was 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
15.
1's in the bottom, strong as he. 2's in the middle, carrying 3.
Three
3's pretending,
pretending
not
not to be 3 kobolds in a
trench
trench coat.
coat. All right, so given that your character is both a runesmith and a scribe, very, very detailed. Draw like the mustache and whatever else you want on the face.
No. So we're talking like the biggest, bushiest mustache I can come up with. Like lovingly rendered, like almost it looks like it's waxed. Like this thing is immaculately manicured mustache.
I love it.
Something that would make Grimshaw proud.
Precisely.
Is that it, or are you gonna do anything else in this room?
I'm here.
Look, you said there's barrels of money.
Shining gold everywhere.
Look, money is great, and I'm sure he's not going to need all of it. He's dead. And I'm sure we're going to need it because we're not dead.
And
Share the gold first.
All right, I'm scooping as much as I can into a.
Roll an intelligence check.
I'm too dumb for this shit. I rolled a 3.
Said a 3?
3.
All right, cool. You just haphazardly start shoving as much gold into a bag as you can.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was doing to begin with.
Yes, Dottie?
We should not loot from the dead. In a place where the dead are known to be angry at trespassing.
Dottie knows that the zombies and skeletons have no functional brain. They could care less.
Dottie.
Okay.
We just took care of the Angie zombie. The least we can do is take our just rewards from their corpses.
I want to fill Bernard's pockets with gold.
okay.
Roll an intelligence check. Allah, roll an intelligence check.
20?
Yep.
Side die?
Yes, plus your generic intelligence bonus, which is +3.
I got a 5. That's not awesome.
Cool, you start haphazardly just like shoving gold into your bags.
I guess I'll roll. I want to see what I get. That's a 15.
A what?
It's chocolate
15.
coins.
I can't hear her.
A 15.
15? Okay. Cool.
Yes.
You pick some of it up, you're kind of like weighing it a little bit. Take a bite of one, look at it, and you go look at them and go, "Hey guys." Oh, sorry, no. You realize that this is fake gold.
So someone must have cut, like, used an illusion spell on it. Hey guys, the gold isn't real.
Where's the echo coming from, by the way?
Hello?
It shouldn't be me.
Allah, say something again.
Hello?
It's all.
Okay, it's Allah. So Allah, yours is echoing.
All right, I think my speaker's a little bit farther away from the camera, maybe.
So let me. You said you put gold in my pockets. Let me take it out. And
Well,
see
did
if I-
Lorsan say that to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I told everyone, hey, the gold isn't real.
Grimshaw, your character recalls what the text said about the night being the falsifier. May they forever be may his lies sleep with him for eternity.
So I pull out the coin and I run my finger around the edge of it, trying to see if it's a chocolate coin.
Okay, number 1, yeah, it's a fake coin. Number 2, Allah, I can still hear the loud echo.
Phenomenal. It's chocolate anyway. I'm pouring more into my bags.
Hopefully better now.
It's chocolate.
Grimshaw, say something real quick.
Something.
Yes, that's much
Perfect.
better. All right, cool.
So instead of a bag of golden coins, I have a bag of chocolate. I still don't see the problem here.
Way better.
Daddy is not leaving this room until she consumes all of the chocolate.
No.
You have made this worse for yourself, Christian. You have
That's
put
fine.
chocolate in a group of 3 halflings.
You
And the
understand it's
treasure.
not actual chocolate, right? You're just putting that name on it.
I had asked you. I run my finger across the edge of it to try and peel it off to see if it was a chocolate coin.
No, I thought you're just saying chocolate coin as a pun of like it's not real.
No, that was
Okay.
literally me asking if it was
You need
made
to
of
clarify
chocolate.
that. You need to clarify that then. No, none
thought
of this
that's
is
what
chocolate. It's just fake gold.
Oh.
Good lord.
You ruined my hopes and dreams
I'm
of having
sorry.
a treasure room filled with chocolate.
That concept has not been invented yet. Not chocolate. I'm saying chocolate coins is not a concept that has been invented.
Then we're gonna have to rectify that.
One step at a time. Okay, number one. One step at one.
There's a market.
I can hear the echo again.
Yeah.
I would recommend wearing headphones like I am. That way, the audio is coming straight to your ears as opposed to like bouncing around.
Okay.
Wait, you're telling me that you sit here and endure my pun in headphones?
Yes.
Yes.
Which is why I pulled this out and gave you a warning. So now that we're done with this room,
Let us go loot the next.
before you even walk into the room, you see all the treasures, quote unquote, is all corroded. Like heavily. Very much so.
The treasures in the next room?
Yeah, there's two treasure rooms.
So you're telling me that the last room loot was too hot.
I can't hear
This
you.
room loot was too cold.
I'm sorry, the echo's really loud, so it's hard to make out what you're saying. And now I can't hear you at all.
Hello?
There we go.
Okay. So, because the last room loot was fake,
Yes.
makes it hot. And this room's loot is decrepit, so it's cold. So the next room's loot will be just right.
Do you guys still want to look around this room, or move on?
Move on.
I mean, I at least want to read the plot.
I can read it to you, yeah. The text reads, "Here lies Thalia the Ice Heart. May his cruelty be forever defiled and punished."
Oh, they deflowered him.
Stop it.
Oh, something else I forgot. The what do you call it? The text has runes that make it glow when living people approach. So
Wow.
forgot to mention that.
Oh. I guess we go down the hallway we haven't been down yet.
Yay! Very much, yay!
I'm a big fan of the
Wow.
light in this place.
So it goes down the stairs a little bit and reaches into what appears to be a 20-foot by 20-foot circular domed room with coffins lined in 3 rows along all the curved walls. There are 4 passageways, including the one you came from, going north, south, east, and west. So you came from the west door. What do you guys do as you enter this chamber?
Is there anything different from either of the hallways? I mean, light, sound, smell?
Nope.
Do we still have that
Winston,
flaming
check.
rock?
Yeah, I assume you've been carrying the flaming rock with you, yeah. Taking turns, just like tossing it back and forth.
Playing hot potato with it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Any
Your turn.
markings
Hold it
over-
for 10 seconds, then toss it to the next person.
I'll catch it with my
Mark.
bare hands. I'm gonna throw the rock down one of the hallways.
Which one? Up. So on. From your perspective, there's forward, left, and right.
Left.
Left. Roll it down. Eventually hits a corner. Corner appears to be turning to the left. So in other words, a left and then a left.
All right. This is giving labyrinth vibes. Everybody. Does everybody know the left hand rule?
Nope.
Keep your left hand on the wall at all times.
Keep your left hand on the wall at all times. Continue following the path around. Eventually, we'll get out. Slap my hand on the left wall and start walking.
While we're doing that, I'm keeping I'm keeping looking out for traps.
Roll that check.
Okay.
And who's following Grimshaw?
16.
I'll follow him.
He sounds like he knows what he's doing.
Lorsan, Dottie?
Yeah, I'm following Grimshaw too.
No, you're checking for traps first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
As he follows Grimshaw.
Well, I assume
Right.
he's checking the room for traps, is what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're saying you want to just skip the room and move into the corridor.
No.
Is there any markings above the halls?
What?
Is there any markings above the different hallways?
Nope.
Are they marked at all?
Nope.
All right.
Dottie and
Let's
Lorsan, what are you
take it
doing?
together.
Are the halls illuminated?
No.
The one is.
with the burning stone.
Okay.
Lorsan, what about you?
I guess I'll follow.
All right, so Dottie, are you sticking with Bernard or Grimshaw?
Bernard can go if something goes bad, so I'm going to be following the group
All right,
at
cool.
the rear, though, so I can try and keep an eye on him for as long as possible. Just kind of like peeking around, like a parent, trying to make
Yeah.
sure the kid's not like.
Burning an anthill.
Want to roll me a I want you to roll me a D100 real quick, since everyone's kind of like in the corridor, you're kind of like hanging around in the doorway, and Bernard's kind of like looking around for traps. Given that he triggered the runes, I want to see if you can catch the heavy iron portcullis coming down.
53.
Yeah. Okay, so you watch him moving, and then you hear the mechanism, look up, see the portcullis, and catch it. Everyone, you hear the mechanisms coming down as the iron gates close on all the doors, and a whole slew of zombies and zombies start coming out of the walls,
Oh joy.
surrounding Bernard.
How do
Bernard!
I keep doing this trap?
He keeps touching the invisible runes.
Shall you were supposed to find me?
Poor Bernard.
So we're all in the hallway except for Bernard?
Correct, but Dottie has the gate open, so you guys can rush in if need be, or Bernard can try running out.
I'm gonna try running out.
He sprints and gets out of there.
Isn't Bernard
Run,
technically
run.
still invisible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Okay, then he's fine.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be trapped with zombies, especially in case they bump into him.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I tell I'm through. I'm through.
You guys see 22 zombies in that room.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quietly shut the door. Be like, sorry.
So you going down to the end of the hallway, you see the mechanisms of a secret door.
Cool.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Open up the secret tunnel, and hey, look, you recognize that golem and that sarcophagus and all the fake loot.
Oh.
Through the mountain. Secret tunnel.
So we're going in circles?
You just
We
went
done
in one
circled
circle.
around.
Huh?
Well, left one look good. So we have our. I guess we have north, and came out of the west tunnel, so we have north and south left. Or even north and east.
Well, you can still, like, if you're able to clear out the zombies in the zombie room without going into the zombie room because they're gates, you can shoot or stab through them. Then you can essentially clear them out and then move on, and then, like, get past the gates, and you can move on to the next corridors.
So I'm gonna-
Fireball.
I was gonna say I'm gonna pull out a second rune.
Okay.
On this rune I have fire with the greater runes explode and burst and radius to build the
Yes,
radius to the
fireball.
rune size.
Okay, hold on. So, which runes again?
Fire,
That's the prime rune.
burst,
Burst?
or explode, or whatever it is.
Okay, hold on. That's explosion. It would be a different rune type. That's another tier. I'm looking at.
That should be greater.
No, the greater runes of fire are. Let me get to it real quick. Where are you? Here we go. Heat, consume, burn, and purify.
Well, definitely right in purify, and then I think the lesser runes are the effects it can do.
Yeah, so radius is one of those you could do. Yes.
And so we're gonna do radius, and then we're just gonna make that thing just fill the room.
So actually, let me. So technically speaking, we're gonna go ahead and go with this. But technically speaking, if you want the runes to affect creatures outside of the object, you'll be using the enchanting rune. But we're not going to worry about that for now. Again, we're just kind of like lightly dabbing into this to get an idea for what all the runes kind of do. So, you
Fireball.
not really fireball, more just kind of like igniting all the creatures, all the undead on fire.
Yay! Fire zombies!
As you watch them just kind of like burn and start smoldering, and then just they're all gone.
Okay.
They're not ash, but they're not functioning anymore.
They have been cleansed.
Cleansed by the fire.
Now, technically, if I can get to this real quick, radius.
Technically, that just makes like a certain radius based on my level, I think.
So the radius it makes it a 10-foot radius, but you can place more radius runes to increase that area.
And considering it's a 20 by 25 foot room, I just wait till they're all kind of shambled in the middle. Like,
Well, I was gonna say you guys can easily just use any living creature, put them against the gate, and then they'll all come running at the gate, and that's yeah. There you go.
basically the same thing.
Yeah. So yeah, you burn through them. Dottie like lifts the gates. 2 more corridors.
Well, we did this one, and we're following the left-hand rule, so we go to the middle corridor now.
That one descends downstairs as it turns right and continues to descend.
I'm following Grimshaw this time.
All right, so you guys are going down there.
Yep.
At a certain point, there's kind of like a what looks to be a mined out area breaking through the stone walls. In Grimshaw, you can see that part of the wall that was broken had runes on it. From what you can tell, the runes were probably put on all the walls and floors and ceilings, which is meant to reinforce the strength of the stone and regenerate it over time.
In Terry Sante. Also very concerning that they want to regenerate the stone in a hallway. In a cavernous hallway, they want to regenerate the stone. They are trying to hide something down here. And I bet it tastes like schnozberries.
Do you want to continue down the staircase, or do you want to go down the tunnel?
I want to continue down the staircase. I mean, we're right. I did say left-hand rule. We're following that to the letter.
I just want to double check. Well, I mean, technically it is on the left side. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, but the left-hand rule would literally be we come out of the first hallway, take that immediate left, and then go down the center hallway.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so you descend further, and you go down a ways, it turns left, goes down a ways again, turns left again, and then goes down a very long ways before it starts going up again. Until you eventually reach one last turn, and you're looking at a very large stone door with a semi-faded red dragon painted on it.
Here lies Thaddeus Gigantus Crumbum III, first of his name and second of his clan.
The great Lord Obadiah.
Obadiah, Jeremiah Springfield. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name.
If I couldn't make it more clear, this is basically the boss room.
Oh no, we totally got that. I am at this point just making fun of this.
Is it locked?
I will continue making names until you stop me, by the way.
I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what you want to do.
I would like to take the front and stand with my shield and attempt to open the threshold.
With your 21 strength, you can easily push this thing open.
I want to intimidate the door.
No.
Your character has too high of an intelligence stat to do something so stupid.
Look, intelligent people can be stupid. That is a normal thing.
Moving on in.
Dottie opens up the doors. Let me describe the room for you. This one, by the way, is actually lit.
Yo, that's great.
The chamber is a 45-foot octagonal-shaped royal crypt. On the opposite side of you is a raised platform with a stone throne and a red dragon-themed armored knight, skeletal and long dead. There is a plaque at the base of his throne with glowing draconic writing. So before him and around him are piles of gold, platinum, silver, and copper pieces, many objects of pure gold, gemstones, and other treasure. Standing beside the corpse is a Harkoon chief, and when I say Harkoon, think hobgoblin. Where is he? Harkoon chief wearing a golden crown with red rubies, carrying a necromantic staff, and it looks like he carved symbols onto his skin. Standing beside the dude, and then between him and you guys
Is Chief alive or dead?
The chief is alive.
Okay.
Between him and you guys appears to be A, 8 zombies, B, 6 skeletons.
Jeez.
Oh no, I got that wrong. My bad. Sorry. 6 zombies and 8 skeletons. You, Grimshaw, you and others can actually see runes that were carved into the ground. But the most terrifying thing you're seeing is a massive 10-foot tall undead abomination. It looks like it is an amalgamation of various corpses and skeletons just kind of fused haphazardly to create this massive flesh golem-like thing. It has, what is it? It has like 2 arms, it has a tentacle, it has a tail made out of spine. This thing is horrific and terrifying and revolting.
That's fantastic. I'm gonna make a runestone that has mend butt crack on it, and I'm gonna throw it at the.
Can I check it for hickeys to see if it is a necromancer?
That's one we gotta kill. Unless you will fall.
You'll never catch me, you wizard!
I do want to clarify something real quick for both the players and the audience. Grimshaw's first use of the runestones was a very brilliant way to use a runestone. His second use of the runestone technically wouldn't work on a runestone. It would be perfect if he laid a trap and all that kind of stuff and then activate it later. But for a runestone, it probably wouldn't work because runestones can only have 2 slots. And because he would have to use the enchantment rune as well as the fire rune, that'd be too much on the on it to get the exact specifications he needed to be. I just wanted to clarify that real quick. Anyways.
But the enchantment butt crack would work, right?
No, it would not. Because again, that would require an enchantment rune, and it would require a rune that actually does what you're asking it to do, which there is none.
There's no rune for mend.
There's runes for mending flesh, but it's meant to mend it the way it's supposed to be mended. So no, Grimshaw, there is no rune like that.
Sad.
No!
Sad. I will make runes for that later.
You can't. That's not a rune that would exist.
Aw.
If I write it, there's ways I could probably write it, but we're not going to get into it.
You'd have to contest with the lore part as well as the mechanics, but we'll figure that out another time. Anyways.
Absolutely will. I will become a menace.
So, seeing this site, what do you guys do? Because all the attention's on you guys now since you opened the doors and walked in.
Sorry, I thought this was the pub, and I closed the door slowly.
1 person at a time. What were you saying, Grimshaw?
Sorry, I thought this was the pub. Closing doors slowly.
You speak Harkoon, right?
I think I speak everything, so...
Yeah, you do speak Harkoon. So you hear the chief say in a maddened voice, "Kill it!"
Question.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Can I cast Puppet on the undead abomination?
You can certainly try. Before we do that, because what's the casting time for that spell again?
1 round.
1 round?
Yep.
Okay, so it's gonna take you a full minute to cast that. So, I would suggest you be at the back of the party. For the rest of you guys, the zombies like sprint. They're not shambling; they sprint at you guys. The skeletons start drawing their bows and start aiming. And the big guy roars and charges.
Yep,
Roll initiative.
Nah.
I want to cast a spell. I'll have to cast Wind Wall.
You want to cast Wind Wall?
Yeah.
What's the casting time for that?
I rolled a 10.
You don't have it filled out the sheet I have.
What?
The sheet I have for tier 3 spells doesn't have any information on Windwall.
Oh shoot! Hold on. Let me spell manual. You're gonna have to let me know every spell that there's no information on for the future.
Okay.
Let's see here. 3 segments. Okay, so if you guys succeed in initiative, then I'll give that to you.
Okay.
Initiative is a D6, right?
D10. Donnie, where you go?
I got
a 7.
dang it.
I got a 6 plus whatever my dex is.
What'd you get, Tia?
I rolled a 1.
Ooh, no.
I got an 8.
Bernard, you clinched it.
Yes.
You
Well,
guys
Donnie
go
got an 8
first.
too.
Oh, you got an 8?
I got
heard.
a 10.
I'm sorry. Oh, nice. Okay, so Allah is able to cast the wind wall just in time for it to catch the arrows that are shot by the skeletons. No arrows are going to reach you. Which is great because the skeletons are too stupid, so they keep firing arrows.
How long did that stay up?
Long
Windwall?
enough for us to close the big stone door and me to start writing runes to lock it permanently.
Yeah, Windwall lasts 1 round per rank, and he's 5 ranks, so basically it's going to last for 5 minutes.
Can I cast Turn Undead?
Which undead are you trying to turn?
Zombies?
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Which one is that for, by the way?
D20.
Oh, a D20.
Let's see here.
That would be a 12 plus my wisdom modifier.
No, there's no modifier. You just roll D20.
Oh, then no. That fails.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You have to try again next round. You can still do stuff.
Naughty, help me close the door. I'm going to write a bunch of runes now.
Oh, okay.
First off, I'm gonna say this: you're not gonna have enough time as that hulking beast is charging and will run into the door. Even if it didn't break through, it's gonna make it too unstable for you to actually properly carve anything.
Fair enough. Then I'm going to take a
But-
big stone.
But you could paint the runes on. It would just be weaker. But you could paint them on if you rushed it.
Oh, that's what I was planning on doing. I wasn't going to carve them. I was going to paint them first, and then
Okay.
while I have the time, I can recarve them.
So is that what we're doing? We're ready to go back inside and
Oh, we can go back inside. No.
I mean
That's noise.
we're staying outside and closing the door.
Well, if my spell works, I can have the abomination attack the chick.
The Harpoon or whatever.
Harpoon.
The Harpoon.
Yep.
He went fishing.
I know you're saying that on purpose. Anyways, Alright, so what runes are you putting on the door?
Believe it would be Earth, Men, the Earth Men solidify, I think, is the greater rune for Earth. Regenerate. And do I have permanence?
So okay, hold on a second. So if I remember correctly, let me pull this up real quick.
I believe you unlock permanence at the age of 2.
That's object permanence.
Luckily for you, I'm an object.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
Okay, yeah. So you only have up to tier 2 runes unlocked right now. And
I think permanent is 3.
correct. As well as like healing. Now, to clarify, with the earth rune, you have harden, rough, sifting, and density. So it sounds like what you're wanting to do to reinforce it would be harden and density at least.
Hardened density, but I also want to try and fold the earth over the wall. So that would require regeneration or something like that.
What do you mean fold the earth around the wall?
That'd be sift. I could sift the earth.
No.
Basically.
Slow down. Wait, hold on. Are you trying to move earth onto the stone door, or are you just trying to reshape the door? Like, what are you trying to do specifically?
Move as much earth onto the stone door so they can't break it down.
Okay, so what you want to do with that is not affect the door. So you want to put stone. You want to put the stone, the earth, harden, and density on. Before the soil, you would want to go over to the wall and put shape, and then sift, and shape and shift, or shaping.
Pretty much. So yeah. So yeah, I just want to densify the door long enough so I can fold enough dirt that they can't get out.
Okay. So, do you want to apply gemstones to the runes real quick?
To the painted on ones? No. But to the ones I put on the wall? Yes.
Okay. So in that case, the door will have a +1 to its save versus the force, and then I'm gonna bump that up to another because like it's. I'll go ahead and bump it up to +2 because you're also adding +10% weight increase, +10% density. So let me roll for the saving throw real quick. Oh, you are very lucky, Grimshaw, because I just rolled a 17 +2. So you guys feel the entire building shake upon the creature slamming into the door. And now it's trying to bang it down with the soil over it, so that's another, yeah. Alright, Grimshaw, you successfully stopped it from getting through.
Huzzah.
Well, it's buried now.
Room locked.
I mean, I could add it. Look, I could add insult to injury. Now that there's soil in front of it, I could go earth and then densify the soil. And then we're just like, yeah, they're not getting through. That guy's gonna die in there.
Would that really be such a bad thing?
Nah. Do we want to just do that and call this mission done?
Well, you could do that, but at the same time, Lorsan's spell is now activated. So let me roll a saving throw for this creature, and I guess that'll define what's going to happen next.
Well, through the door?
Yeah.
You did get.
So here's the thing: you saw him before you saw him when you started the spell, and then you walked behind the door. Your spell is technically connected to him. You're just channeling the power through it.
Okay.
Oof. Yeah, he's resisting.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good.
So cool.
I guess we're burying them alive. Unless somebody else wants to fight that abomination.
No.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Perfect. I'm just gonna I'm not gonna quickly do it. I'm just gonna take my time, carve the runes real nice, put nice jade paste in it, so it's like super dense for no reason.
Just
Like I'm artistically drawing it and everything.
Adding
And then
gemstones.
And then under it is the mustache caricature that I put on the other statue.
Are you using all your gemstone dust for this?
I may as well.
Okay, so here's the fun part then. You have this lasting essentially for about 8 days. 8 days these runes will last.
And how long does it take for someone to die without water?
I think it's a week, right?
3 days.
I think.
I think we just overkilled this. We'll be back. Listen, we'll be back in 8 days.
You want to fast forward?
I mean, we could.
Yeah.
All right, you guys fast forward. You like undo the runes. You break your way through. Push the doors open. Everything's dead.
Yay.
Except
Look at all
for
that loot.
except for the skeletons and zombies. Which, interestingly enough, like as soon as you opened up the door, they stopped moving.
They crumble to the floor.
Nope, they're just standing there.
They're
They're not dead?
They are undead. They're still undead. So basically what you're looking at is the last command they were given was get that door open. And because basically what happened was they weren't created by the Harkoon, but with the necromantic staff he was able to take control of them. So they're only following his instructions. The last instruction was open the door. They haven't received any new instructions, so they're just sitting there waiting for their next instruction.
Wait a minute, I got an idea.
We can have.
I'm gonna walk over to the necromantic staff, pick it up, and just give them the command perish.
They pick up the staff and just
But we
hold
could
it.
have used them.
Dottie will remember this.
Keep the staff though.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm absolutely keeping the staff.
Wait, what was the command you gave them?
Perish.
Oh, perish. Okay. Gotcha, yeah, so they go find ways to try and kill themselves.
You could have made him carry the gold for us.
Yeah, we
Look,
have had them just
we
falls
are-
around.
look, I am chaotic enough to do that. The problem is, we walk into town with a horde of zombies and skeletons carrying gold for us. They're not going to like us as much as they're not going to like the Harkoon that was just here.
We just tell them to wait outside.
Grimshaw, would you like to read the text?
Sure, let's read the text.
Here lies Teriot the Tyrant. With his curse upon him and his treasures, may his misfortune and madness bind him to the abyss where he belongs.
Rightfully so.
Is this like the curse of the Black Pearl where I turn all skeleton-y?
No, this is the curse where if you take the treasure, you go mad like the Harkoon did.
I don't want to be mad like a Harkoon.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, there are 4 golems in this room.
In the boss room where we're currently at?
Yep. 2 on either side of the throne, and 2 on either side of the door you came through.
Well, good thing they didn't need to activate.
So does anybody have remove first?
I don't think I do.
Huh.
If I did, I would have used it already.
I think I'll get that later.
Di's gonna get a lot of powerful spells later.
I have protect from good and evil. That's about it. All I got.
You can't have remove or bestow curse.
Dispel magic. Is that a stretch?
Well, they could
Dispel
protect
magic
yourself
would be
from
strong
more
enough to remove a
damage.
curse.
Okay.
It would be?
It would not.
Okay.
So dispel magic can't remove the magic from enchanted items, let alone curses. Curses are something like a very strong malevolent force attached to the object.
No, I got nada.
All right. So let's put a pin right here so we know where this cave is. And we can come back and loot this once Little Miss Princess learns how to remove curses.
And we'll be rich.
I do have good news. Bouncers are really good at removing curse.
So
What is it?
A bouncer is really good at removing curse.
What is?
A bouncer.
A bouncer?
A bouncer removing curse.
I'm missing the punchline.
That's the punchline.
I thought the
I don't get
punchline
it.
was where we got Zeus.
Oh,
Oh,
Anyways.
I guess.
Yeah, that's basically the session.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, we buried him.
Nobody
Hey,
got his
you
arm.
guys did better than the last group. When I was at Gen Con, the group that played this session, you know what their immediate reaction was upon seeing the big monster? The guy playing
wanna pet it.
the guy playing the wizard said, "I cast fireball," and he insisted on it. And it resulted on a near TPK with only 2 people managing to run out of the building in time. And the wizard was not one of them.
Why
no
did it
goal.
result in almost TPK?
Because the concussive force was enough to shake up the entire dungeon where it started collapsing. And that caused a chain reaction, and they basically got buried alive.
You probably also didn't have a runesmith there who could Batman their way through most of the issues.
Well, speaking of, what are your thoughts? All the players, what are your thoughts on the runesmith and the mechanics? And Grimshaw, what are your thoughts on the first time using it?
So from what I was able to do with it was basically make
Hey, hold on. Lee, do you have any headphones that you can use? I'm sorry, it's really hard to hear everyone over the echo.
All right, I turned up my volume way down.
Okay.
So Lee, another thing you can do is when you're not talking, you can actually mute yourself. That's what I usually do when my car starts clicking. And that helps too. But what I noticed with Runesmith was that it was very niche at first because there wasn't much I could do outside of the normal shenanigans I do with Grimshaw.
Mm-hmm.
Where it really feels like it's going to shine is being prepared over several days, because I can, at the end of the day, I can make 30 runes, or I can make 30 little rune stones and be ready with a pouch of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to all right, I only have, how many spell slots does a wizard have? 12 a day? My stones, I'm only going to throw them for maybe 1d6 plus 5 fire damage. But at the same time, it's okay, I can do weird stuff with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it allows for a lot more creative options for the players.
Yeah, I like the utility of it. It's like you said, is like you can just use it to as just a gadget to just solve. You got a problem, you just solve it. As a the mechanics of runes and stuff like that, as a rogue trying to search for traps, but when the traps is a rune, that was annoying.
Well, something you can do is like try to come up with, okay, so what are methods that your character could use to try and spot or to notice anything invisible without getting near it. You could have a long object like a stick and try to feel for grooves ahead of you. If you're looking with just your hands, then you're risking going into that radius of activation of those runes.
One of the best things that you can use for invisibility, anything invisible, is an item from, I believe, first edition was when they introduced glitter dust. And what it does is it basically you throw it into a room and it coats everything, and it'll show you where invisible things are, including depressions in the ground that would be the runic language.
I don't think it was called glitter dust. I think it was called something else. Dust of
but
something.
It's the same concept. It's just I know in 3.5 they called it glitter dust, but I know it was something like along the lines.
Yeah. And as your character gets, as the runesmith gets higher in levels and unlocks new tiered runes, they can do a lot of really good stuff. When they're able to unlock runes that essentially allow the rune lines to become reusable consistently, then you literally have early on magic weapons. The runic items, as they're called, would become non-functional if the runes themselves are destroyed, and that's always something to keep in mind. But again, because you can just mass produce them, that's not as big of an issue. Only an issue in the moment, as opposed to long term.
Which is why you carve them on the tang.
Yeah, on the metal, on stone, whatever's the hardest and strongest material.
No, you carve it on the tang. When you're doing it on a sword, you carve the runes on a tang, because when you go put the handle on it, now you're covering the runes with the handle as well as the leather wrap.
I would say, because people are either going to try to get around your weapon or try to disarm you by slashing at your hand or your wrist. Okay, yeah, actually that doesn't make sense. That does make sense. But that's specifically for a sword, not necessarily every object. I'm talking about in regards to every object. There's two methods you can go about it. Either A, put the rune in a place that's very hard to either find or get to, or B, put onto a material, onto an area where it's the most durable and least likely to get damaged.
And obviously, straight into a diamond.
And honestly, it depends. It's a case-to-case matter, but still. Lee, what did you think of the runesmith in this session?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I like that he can interact with the environment around him, like in the sense of caving in and structuring the earth around him. That was pretty neat.
Which the wizard spell, I forget. I think the spell's mold earth or shape earth or something like that. It's a much higher level spell, so it takes a lot of time to get to it. But when you get to it, you can literally just move the earth around you with the spell, which is again another example of wizards and their magic, as well as that of all spellcasters, are always going to have stronger effects as opposed to runesmiths. But runesmiths can do a lot more and make it a lot more varied, because they're able to carve so many more runes than spellcasters have slots.
Like I said, if we have like 5 or 6 sessions where we don't fight, that's 5 or 6 sessions of me at the end just carving a whole bunch of different runes.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, and guess what? Now I have a pouch of 100 bullets that I can have a sling for and just go, hey, yeet, 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 and now we got fire cannonballs and ice cannonballs flying all over the place.
And this is why the Runesmith is best. It's honestly, I would personally say that among all the classes, this is probably the class that is the least effective by itself, but is the most effective when paired with another class. Because it complements all the classes because of its variety and its unique abilities.
I've already got terrible ideas.
Now, obviously, it's a playtest, so we're going to test out what's overpowered, what should be probably tweaked, and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that things aren't too overpowered. But at the same time, I don't want to stifle creativity. So it's gonna take a lot of testing to get that balance in that midway area.
Does the phrase hand cannon come to mind to you?
I have a question.
I have answered.
What kind of rune could you put on an arrow to make it more dangerous?
I actually considered putting that rune in for one of the traps, but I'm like, it's such a niche. It was like one of the traps you'd encounter either if you failed the puzzle or if you try to get into the sarcophagus. I'm like, it's not worth putting it in there right now because it's just, it's not there. But that would be the prime rune wind. There we go. I got there.
Ooh.
Using the greater rune of, once I get there, motion. So basically what it would do is it would build up the arrow's momentum much faster. It would add momentum and motion to the arrow, making it a lot faster and therefore harder to catch and dodge, easier for the arrow to penetrate because it has a lot more force behind it. That kind of thing.
I mean, that's not just the only thing you can do. The great thing about it is it's like, I can sit here and be like, all right, well, how do you want your arrow to be?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want your arrow to thunk into someone's body and immediately burst into a pile of acid, burning their skin? Do you want your arrow to enlarge mid-flight into a ballista bolt? The theoretical abilities of Runesmith do not stop until you get to like 3rd tier and you gotta wait like 10 levels to get the next one.
Okay.
So here's some more examples. And again, this goes back to the concept of like runes affect the object, they don't affect the environment around it unless you add the enchantment prime rune. So fire with the greater rune of heat basically just heats up the rune, it heats up the object itself up to a up to a maximum degree, and it can't bring it, and if placed on a creature, it can never bring that creature's temperature above its natural like limits. So you could use it to warm up a creature who is freezing cold and all that kind of stuff, but it wouldn't burn them to cinders. And we are losing people left and right. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, for Joanna, it's probably 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, I'm fully understanding her position. For the greater room of consume, it causes the object to consume quote-unquote fuel or materials or objects. For objects that already require fuel, like a furnace, for example, it just increases how much fuel it requires to do its operation. And for anything else, the object won't do its intended purpose unless you add some of that fuel to it. So if you specified flammable fuels and then add like a coal or wood to like a sword that had this rune on it, it wouldn't be able to cut anything unless you put the appropriate amount of material or coal or wood onto it, which it would then destroy and absorb, and then you would be able to use it. But you also have the greater rune burn, which is the same concept, except instead of gatekeeping whether or not it's active, instead it basically just increases the effectiveness of the object's intended thing. So if it was a furnace, every bit of fuel that you put into there is essentially more effective than it normally would. Or if you put it onto a normal object and then put the consume immediately afterwards, you're basically saying, okay, so I want this to be more effective by consuming this material. So you could sacrifice a gemstone to a sword and it would make it more effective.
Okay.
So again, it's the concept of like affecting the object in a unique way that is based on the concept of whatever the prime rune is. So
the thing about it is that I really like about it so far is that like there's literally no limit to the bullshit you can do with it. Like spells have hard limits for what you can do. They have stringent guidelines, but like I could throw earth on something and be like, I just want this rock to be really screw all dense. And then toss it at someone's head and halfway through have that thing just densify and beam them in the head. Actually, that would probably work for bullets and shit like that.
Now, I'm probably going to remove the concept of, like, just putting the fire rune... Like, no. The fire rune... Just putting the fire rune itself on an object would just cause it to ignite on fire. Like, that's all it would do. And realistically speaking, again, if it's just a normal fire on top of an object, it's not going to catch things on fire very easily. It still has to sit there for a second so it can burn. The only reason it affected the undead in any way was because it was... Part of that flame was the Purify rune, which, again, is something that damages undead a lot more.
I think the biggest problem is coming up with combinations that will work because there's hundreds of runes that we have right now. Hundreds. And it's going to be one of those things where I'm just going to sit here during these playtests, and I think we should have at least like 5 or 10 playtests before we even drop it in the regular game session. I really do think that way because, again, we only scratched the surface of it today.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah, we should test different scenarios for it.
So here's what we'll probably do. Anytime between our sessions, I'd like to test it. So that includes like in between the breaks. If we haven't had chances to do them during the breaks, then we could postpone one of the normal sessions and do the Runesmith. Because I do want to get this fleshed out as much as possible. Because I do want to start adding them into the world. And it also gives me a little bit more time to try and plot a course for the campaigns that we're not just wandering around aimlessly the entire time.
Yeah. Like wandering around aimlessly in a world is always good. Especially because most of us actually do have ulterior motives at this point.
And that's the thing, yeah, but at the same time, like, those characters are starting to slowly be brought together to a more straightforward goal, and that's one of the things I want to do. And number 2, we can still wander around the world while still having a general, more focused, linear, like focused path that we have. So...
Listen, I feel that Grimshaw has led us down the path of that rocks. Because honestly, I feel like right now that's our main goal, is just to get Grimshaw's dream setup going to the point in Prospect where he owns half the country and nobody really understands why.
Well, my kind of hope right now is that Grimshaw and the group establishing Nuxvar as their HUD area and fixing it up, solving the problems, and then start building up a stable area that they can work with is, like, I imagine that Nuxvar is going to be the module for now, as you guys work to try and undo, like, try and figure out what's going on, undo the damage, and then try to make that your home base. And then once that happens, building up your essentially organization. We're gonna call it organization for now. Organization, bastion, whatever you want to call it. Building that becomes a side project as you guys work towards the main story while trying to find opportunities to build up your base of operations in the meantime. That's how I saw it, at least.
So, Nuxvar is going to be the module we sit in for a while. We're probably going to go up a few more levels in the Nuxvar area and that surrounding bullshit. Because honestly, Nuxvar, I wanted Nuxvar because Nuxvar is about the only place that sits on a major trade route between the east and west of the whole continent.
Mm-hmm.
And God forbid Grimshaw has plans. Scary, horrific plans. But also, he does not like a king who taxes as much as this king does. That being said,
there's so many noble storylines that we could have done with Tom, and we ended up not being able to do that. Ugh.
there's still a chance because despite the fact that we do work with the underground quite a bit in this group, Grimshaw's not afraid to also help nobles and stuff like that if it benefits him.
Yeah.
Like, we've already established that, so we still have the chance to be like, oh, hey, noble house, we can open a dialogue with you. You need something done? Yeah, but I'm going to need a favor.
Dude, there's so much I want to say right now, but I can't because all of it's spoilers.
I know, but that's the best thing about it. You have your spoilers, and Grimshaw has his entire storyline.
So really quick, because I do want to try and talk a little bit more about the Runesmith before we move on. I'm gonna share with you all the rune combinations that I decided to use for the traps. And I was in a bit of a rush today, so I wasn't able to get okay, we use all these specific runes in this order. So I'm just gonna tell you what all the runes set up were meant to do. So in room 1, the sensation of dread upon entering the tomb, that was the fear rune. No, sorry, that was the ward rune for, what do you call it? Shoot, hold on. I forget what it was supposed to be. I believe it was our tier 2 rune. Where is it? Warding. There's it. Warding boundary. So basically, that was the combination of runes used to give you characters a sense of dread. I just skipped the saving throw part because that was the entrance. Like, the idea was you got through. You're in the tomb now. What else? Corridor. So you had the what do you call it? The the Undead Rising runes, which again, it used a series of runes to make sure it continued for all eternity, but it also at the same time, it was paired up with charges, a radius, and a timer, and repeat. So basically, any of the undead that have a specific, that have the undead mark on their forehead, and they have 1, 2, and 3, the rune would then activate and trigger those to then rise and activate themselves. Then in the treasure runes, you have Sensation of Dread, glowing text. There's a rune of rune of misfortune with an enchanted radius on it, so that anyone who attempts to open the sarcophagus and get through and all that kind of stuff will have a -2 to all of their rolls.
Ooh.
And then, of course, you have the animation runes on the golems.
Bonk whatever's in the sarcophagus.
Exactly.
So how long would that?
Which screams volumes the fact that they have 4 golems in the tyrant's room.
How long would that unluck room last on somebody? Would it just be a permanent curse, or?
It's an indefinite aura, essentially.
Oh, okay. An aura.
As long as we're in that room, when it goes off, it stays on us.
Well, no, it's always on. It's already been triggered. It has a passive rune. The idea is that anyone who is trying to affect the actual sarcophagus, get through it, break it, get past the traps inside of it, anything, will have a -2 to all their rolls. So it's a small radius area, just around the sarcophagus.
Okay.
There was a
Isn't it?
Bless you.
So I got rid of the gelatinous slime. It no longer
Aw.
exists.
Okay.
I replaced it with a slime of my own creation, which I added into this game and subtly and carefully sidestepped that little endeavor, just so we had time to finish all this. I also was very happy that we did not encounter any of the cavern areas because that would have taken much, much longer. And there wasn't any runes in those areas anyways, so would have been a moot point. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, so there was a rune that was supposed to trigger in the room that Bernard got ambushed in.
Oh.
Which one?
And I just forgot about it. Immobility.
Oh.
It's supposed to immobilize it. You get a +4 to your save.
Okay.
So there's a good chance it wouldn't have affected you. But the idea was anyone in the area would have had to roll to save, or else be frozen in the center for a period of time as the zombies rush towards you.
Oh.
One of the corridors which has a weakened floor, so it collapsed into the trap below where there's spikes, essentially has the image illusion runes made to make the weakened floor look like it's stable.
Okay.
So by sight alone, you wouldn't be able to identify if it's weak or not. You'd have to actually physically interact with it. Speaking of the trap rune, I had the trap rune. All the spikes have a rune to heat them up as soon as they feel a living presence on it.
Wow.
Now, Bernard, hearing that, imagine adding the fire rune with the heat and the what do you call it? The heat and the purify runes on a sword.
Ooh.
Because the heat rune can let me pull it up again. The heat rune can I'm trying to because it's more like warmth as opposed to actually hot. In order to where is it? Heat. Yeah, in order to bring the fire rune heat up to an actual burning degree. So like at power grade 5, it brings the object up to 90 degrees 90 degrees heat. Grade 10 power would bring it up to 120. But it takes some time to build up that heat.
Mm-hmm.
So like a grade 5 rune would start warming up by 5 degrees every 30 minutes. And a grade 10 rune would heat up by 30 degrees every 30 minutes. And then you have the runes in the crypt rune, which all these that I'm going to specify, they are specifically carved in by the Harkoon, who is also a runesmith. Runesmith / warlock. Basically, he put conducting runes on there to channel some magic onto anyone who encountered the traps. Any living creature that wasn't a Harkoon. So basically, there's a chance for you to step on a rune that caused defiling,
Ooh.
caused light wounds, void bolt, and hex.
Dang.
Now keep in mind that channeling a spell through a rune like this halves the effectiveness of the spell.
Okay.
So instead of doing 1d10 damage, Void Bolt will be doing 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
So even if you got hit, it wouldn't be too bad.
It'd just be more of like a minor inconvenience. You go, dude, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but again, with Runesmith, imagine an entire room filled up with these traps.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's why we locked him in the room and told him he can go pound sand for all I care.
I had fun trying to come up with rune combinations for this, and obviously these are just the most basic combinations you could do for traps. But at the same time, I was trying to come up with something like last minute, as well as what would make sense for this tomb. What kind of traps would they logically put in here to keep people out while trying to keep these things locked up?
Could you make a rune that could take all the oxygen out of the air?
They could take what?
Take all the
Oxygen out of the
oxygen,
air.
oxygen out of the
No.
air. No.
There is no rune like that. That would be more of a spell.
Okay.
Dude, that is a war crime, my guy. Like, look, runesmiths are minor war crimes. We are like the America and the Germany. We are not Canadian. We are not Canadian.
These are the greater runes of wind, Winston. Feather, which makes something lightweight. Arrow, which basically makes it aerodynamic. It makes it easier to move through the air.
Wait. I thought of something.
Okay.
You could create a rune that could suck the air out of a room. It would take a while, but if you put enough of them in there, it would work.
Which one are you talking about?
Consume.
No,
is
because
considered a
it has to
fuel.
be a
Air is-
physical. It has to be a physical object. It cannot be a gas.
Oh, you're relegating that? Okay. I was gonna say you could make consume fire and make it look like, hey, there's a fire in here. There's got to be fresh air, and then they walk in and there's nothing.
No, the idea is it's something physical. That's why I said when I was doing that, like it could be something like what do you call it? What's the word? Like shoot, like coal, wood, things like that. Maybe you could do oil because that's dense enough, but again, like not gas. Gas wouldn't be included.
I'll figure out a way to make it work.
No.
No,
I mean,
listen,
put enough science shit into it, you probably could, yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna sit here and I will actually science myself a way to make a room completely devoid of air.
I'm fully aware, but just know that A, it's gonna take some time. It's not with runesmiths. It's not gonna be an instant thing. But at any rate, again, Grimshaw, anytime you have the chance, I recommend reading up on these runes. In fact, anyone who has a chance, I recommend reading up on the runes so you get an idea of what this is supposed to be like. But yeah, the rest of the wind runes. Sorry. So after arrow, aerodynamic. You have motion, which we talked about earlier, and then you have veer, which basically makes the object harder to hit, as it, like the wind, dances around anything that moves towards it.
Okay. And move, you can make something move, give something movement or
Yeah, motion.
motion. Okay.
Motion would affect running.
Okay. Because so you could put it on shoes and make yourself run faster.
Put wind and motion on the ground and make the air rush out of a room.
Yeah, you could do that.
Put what?
Put it at all four corners, have all the air rush out of the room. You slowly make a vacuum in the room.
What runes are you talking about?
Motion and wind.
Wind is the prime rune, so you need that in order to use any of this. And no, if you put motion onto the object, all on the walls, all it would do is make the objects. If you move the wall, it just make the walls faster to move. That's it.
So if we did enchant and then that, we could potentially enchant the air to work as like a gust of wind, pushing the air out of the room.
Even then, you wouldn't be able to define it as. You wouldn't be able to shape exactly where it would be going. You'd just be speeding up the air in the room. And if air goes out,
we'll
whether
find
hot,
a way to add
whether it's
direction
hot
to it.
or whether it's hot or cold air, it'll always be replaced by other air that's flowing into the room.
Unless you set it at all four entrances of the room to push it out of the room.
Again, you
But
wouldn't be able
I
to
just have to
specify
find
which direction it's moving. All you'd be doing is affecting what is becoming like more fast. That's my point.
There's got to be a rune for direction. It's just a matter of applying science to it now.
Oh, there is a direction
now
rune, but again, that just affects what direction the rune itself is affecting. So, for example, if you put a linear rune, all it's saying is all the air within this line is moving a lot faster than normally. That's all.
I'll figure a way how to do it. You know I will.
And I'm eager to hear it. Especially, again, like that's part of the playtesting is finding out all the loopholes, all the genius ones.
We're gonna sit there and I'm gonna make a trap room where you open the door and you immediately get sucked in.
You're going to be hard pressed to make anything like that immediate. Anything like that would again, like if you're able to find a scientific way where it would logically, realistically, actually create a strong enough vacuum to do that, then yeah, you could probably do that. But it would take a lot of charge up time, basically.
It would take a ton of charge up time, but you only need, for a force that strong, first off, it would make the door really hard to open for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, 100%.
You'd literally be struggling to open the door.
Oh, I'm aware.
Second, as soon as you opened the door, you only need about, I think it's like 0.25 atmospheres compared to the ambient atmosphere, and then you would get ripped off your feet. Which would make for a really, really funny trap room, I must say.
Yeah, it would.
You know what's even more terrifying?
What?
That they wouldn't be able to get out afterwards?
Oh no, not just that. Add the concept of like when the doors open, the runes also activate a trap on the floor, which essentially either crumbles the ground or opens the ground up to some kind of pit or lava or whatever. So
You wouldn't even need that.
So you basically like create a, because again, even it because like you create a vacuum, yes, but if you open the door, then all the air is getting sucked back in. In order to do this, you probably So.
And then slowly sucked back out again, where they're struggling to get to open the door.
Slowly being the key word there. If they're just knocked into the room, then they'll probably have enough time, especially if they have other people with them, to get back out of the room before that happens.
So you put a lock on the door for a day. Guess what? They ain't getting out when the door's locked.
This is fun to experiment with.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fully going to write down every terrible war crimey idea I can.
But just remember, look over the lesser and tier 1 runes when you can. I am gonna still try and add more to them over a period of time. Just keep that in mind. Anything else anyone has to say?
I still think with a flintlock pistol, being able to inscribe runes onto a BB, onto one of the BBs that you fire with it.
If you put it on the, like, here's the thing: if you put runes on the bullets, I'm going to count the bullets as a runestone. Anything that's smaller than normal that you enlarge, it's probably going to count as a runestone.
Exactly.
Just want to clarify that. So you wouldn't be able to make anything complex, just something very simplistic.
Yes. Enlarge.
I'm aware. I just needed to clarify that. That's all.
I'm now, instead of firing 3mm wide BBs, I'm basically firing buckshot at you that are just 1-inch steel balls hurtling towards your face. The equivalent of literally loading a cannon with grape shot. Behold, terrifying. Listen, I'm not going to say I studied the Geneva Convention for the sole purpose of playing D&D,
No.
but I got really close to studying the Geneva Convention just to play D&D. As the wizard who plays the Geneva Suggestions.
I have an idea for you.
What?
Because I was trying to think of like what the trigger would be for the bullets. And essentially what I can come up with is prime rune of growth, greater rune of like enlarge, and then the lesser rune of motion, so that as soon as it leaves the barrel of the gun and it's in motion, that's when it activates and gets bigger.
Yep.
It'd probably make it harder to hit because it's becoming larger and therefore the wind's catching a lot more, but it's being bigger and it's going to be doing a lot more damage. So
No. I've got one worse.
okay.
Contact.
I would say impact would be the option there as opposed to contact. Contact is just mere touching it. Impact would be hitting it with a lot of force.
Yes, but you got to remember that bullet's going into a person.
I'm aware. That's why I said impact. If you have contact, just touching the rune, just touching the stone would cause it to enlarge. That's why I say that. That way you can reload and all kind of stuff without having to worry about it enlarging and then being used up, and it still does what you want it to.
And we just created another Geneva Convention problem. Medieval expansion rounds.
You could also do the same thing with the heat rune.
Yeah. Impact.
Yeah, that's just incendiary rounds. They're not that bad. I'm sitting here like holding my stomach now because I'm just like, oh my god, that is bad. Oh. Somebody is not going to have a very happy time. Also, you wouldn't need heat rounds on a bullet.
Well, you had specified to me at one point that they would be stuck in the body, which is why I came up with this, because if you have it in the body and the heat rune starts heating up very, very, very brightly, that could do a lot of damage as it burns the inside out.
But you're talking about 120 degrees. 120 degrees is not that hot. The human body is 98 degrees. The normal human body is 98 degrees. 120 is not that hot. I mean, it's warm. When the day's 120 degrees out, it's hot. Like you melt, but it's not uncomfortable.
Then just put a straight flame rune on it?
That would work. That would work. That bullet is now on fire in your body. What are you gonna do?
Here's something I'll say. And this is specifically to balance it out so that we don't have overpowered individuals running around with this kind of stuff. What I'm probably gonna do is if there's a situation like that where a ruined object is thrust into a body, the person would get a saving throw against the rune activating.
That's fair. Because again, I'm gonna do whatever a flintlock pistol is worth of damage to you anyway, and
yeah,
then
exactly.
I activate expansion and fire.
Yeah. Dude,
Half
I
the
feel
bullets expand in your body.
Grimshaw's gonna have a pouch for every type of bullet he's made.
And that's going to be terrifying.
Bam. And
Hey, Laura
somebody
said, you want some of your gear ruined?
Yeah.
Me too. I want.
Hey,
I
Laura
want.
said, you want to see
Of course,
something
wants some of his
funny?
beer ruined.
Oh,
I'm talking to turn to Lorsan one day. Lorsan, you want to see something funny? Click, click, bang.
so something interesting. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but Lee put a lot of his points into something specific that he wanted to be able to make throughout the game series. So he and I are gonna work on that together, try and figure out different stuff. I'm gonna talk to Joanna too, since she's helping me with. Oh yeah. In case, not in case. For the audience, Joanna is now my apprentice DM.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So she's gonna be not only learning the system, learning the system once I start putting onto the World Anvil, and we'll go over that together, and I'll start teaching her how to do that. And hopefully at some point we'll be able to do some practice sessions together where I get to play for once.
Oh.
And
No longer forever DM.
Oh no, I'm still the forever DM. I just get 1 or 2 every year or so. But if we can, once the system is finished and she is fully trained, then she can actually host games in my stead. Not replacing the main campaign or anything else like that, but she could get her own group who are also paying for the Realm Weavers, and she would get part of that payment. And because she's on the opposite side of the, well, not the opposite, but because she's across the sea, that's a lot more people that we'd be getting to play games if she could find people to host for. So I think
that's
that'd be
8 hours
cool.
away. That is basically on the other side of the world.
But yeah, so
That's cool.
yeah, I'm excited. Of course, this was all hitching on the fact that I need to finalize all the systems first, but
Yeah.
now one thing at a time. I still haven't finished writing up all the race articles, and I have to update the rest of the class articles. There's a lot of writing I have to do.
Yeah.
A lot of books that we all have to do. Like me,
But-
I actually fully read all the runes.
Yes. But it's still exciting. It's exciting seeing all this come together. It's starting to become something of my own, as opposed to just another D&D thing or spin-off.
Sorry about the clicks. I'm too lazy to just lean up and hit the mute button
You're
again.
fine, dude. You're fine. Well, after all this talking, we are way, way past the mark. Does anyone else have anything they want to mention, talk about, anything?
No.
Nope.
Good.
Stay in drugs, don't do school.
Stop it.
Grimshaw, reverse that, please.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but given this is a PG-13 audience, I want the audience to understand what you mean.
Yeah. They know what I mean. I was saying that when I was 11.
You guys have a wonderful time. Thank you for watching. Lopatch.
Been a
You
pleasure.
have a great night.
Good night.
Shield you from the darkness when the walls around us quake. I will hold back all the monsters until my bones begin to break. And when I've lost, I'll have to leave you, and the tears will fall like rain. If I'm taken by the shadows, I will spare you from the pain. From the pain. Cry a requiem for sunlight, hide away now from the dark. To me the anger deep is calling, tearing me apart. Somehow the whispers do command me when the abyss has taken hold. Now carry on in glory when I grow cold. I will shield you from the darkness when the walls around us quake. I will hold back all the monsters ice my mind just to know you'll still be breathing when the years have been unkind. So